everyone, happy new year. I have not talked to you guys in forever. I think the last video I did was like 3 weeks ago. It's my first video of the new year, my first video since I passed my 4-year natural hair mark. My natural hair anniversary was on December 26th, so now I've had natural hair for 4 years. I'm so excited, or actually, you know what, I don't even know if I'm excited anymore, because I feel like after a while I'm just like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I always like want fun stuff to try, but then I get lazy. So, well, that's my fault. Anyway, so today we have a question of the day video that's going to be about how to minimize single strand knots and split ends. Now, I'm going to say disclaimer before I even start with any of this advice that I personally do not believe in my non-professional, non-guru opinion that you cannot completely eliminate single strand knots and split ends, because there are just so many different factors that can cause them, and it's pretty much impossible to avoid them all fully. So I just think it's a little difficult. But I mean, hey, if you've achieved that, awesome. My goal is to minimize them to the point where they're not affecting my growth and the overall health of my hair. So 2 ways I really think that you can minimize these two natural hair, curly haired issues. The first one is pretty obvious to me. Just make sure that you're moisturizing your hair. Make sure your hair is moisturized. If your hair is dry, it's going to be more prone to splitting, breaking, twisting around itself, more friction, all of that. You don't want your hair to be dry. You need it to be pliable, moisturized, supple, ready to go. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know ways that you can moisturize your hair. Deep conditioning, making sure you use a leave-in conditioner. Oil rinsing can help your hair hold on to moisture by coating it with oil, sealing it. All those kinds of things can help your hair retain moisture and hold on to that moisture so you're not getting those split ends. Split ends also, I will say, one other thing is important with split ends is making sure you have a nice moisture protein balance, not simply just focusing on moisture, because if your protein is imbalanced, that's going to make your hair weak and brittle as well and cause splits. So, quick video. Second one is to minimize friction to your strands. Now, how do we do that? So I have some more information about this in my retaining length without protective styling post, which I will post in the details for you all. But mainly, just make sure your hair is not rubbing on things. I know I personally, I have a little thing where when I started wearing my hair natural, I really got into leather jackets. Not because I love leather, even though I do love leather. It's really because leather has less friction than like wool or cotton. There aren't those fibers that are connected that your hair can get caught in. Because I know my hair has gotten caught like in sweaters before. And you know, when that happens, like that's not good. That's putting stress on your strands. So you don't want that. So one thing, I try to wear silkier clothing, or if I'm wearing cotton like I am now, I just came from the gym. So my hair is obviously in a bun, and it wasn't rubbing against my shirt the whole time. It hasn't been rubbing against my clothing all day, in fact. So, I mean, to me, that's really good. Another thing you can do to decrease friction is make sure you seal, because when you use that oil or those butters, that's putting that coating over your hair. So if your strands are, you know, rubbing against each other, it's not as much friction, because both of them are smoothed down with that oil, with that pomade. So that's also something that's really great to think about and to make sure you're doing. I'd also like to make one note about protective styling. So I know that people have different definitions of what a protective style is. I've heard a couple of different tweaks to the definition. I will say this, to me, it's not a protective style if your ends are exposed, even if they're in twists or a braid, whatever. If you have not tucked those ends away, they're still hitting the wind. Harsh wind is bad for your hair. It's like putting friction on your hair. It's putting stress on your hair. Have you ever had the harsh wind blow in your face? It doesn't feel good. It's not going to make your hair feel good either. So If your hair is not tucked away, I personally do not call that a protective style. I know other people do. I'm not going to debate it with people because I don't even do protective styles. Overall, just try to focus on healthy hair care practices and making sure you are minimizing the stress put on your hair. Everything that we do to our hair is stressful to it. Like if you comb your hair, that's stress. Brushing your hair, stress. Running your fingers through your hair, stress. Touching your hair, stress. Our hair is strong yet so fragile at the same time that how you deal with it can be a little bit interesting. So if you have any questions or you would like more details, just leave your questions in the comments. I'm going to put those other posts in the details for you. I have some other references from my blog and my channel that may be helpful to you as well. If you have a question that does not pertain to this video and I don't answer you in the comments, please don't take it personal. I usually assess questions that I get that are more general to see if I want to do another question of the posting on it, just so the answer to your question doesn't get lost in the comments of a rogue video and everyone else can't see it. So anyway, I hope you all had a great holiday and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.